Msikia watoto wakiiba. Ukisema kitu wanaimba Ruto ni muongo. Ruto ni, that's the song that you find in the morning when you go to Sunday school classrooms. Kwa mlima hakuna mtu wako kwa UDA. Any impeachment motion in this country on the office of the president or his deputy is provided for at Article 144 and 145 of the Constitution. And the processes are lengthy. And the processes need numbers. What I can tell you from the beginning is that there are no numbers to impeach either Ruto himself or Gachagua in Parliament. There will be those who will be saying yes, and there are many others who will abstain. Ruto understands this from the beginning, that he does not have numbers to impeach Gachagua. Kwa hivyo, ile iko ni kipidi. Ile munaita kipidile. This is yet another of the diversionary tactics that has been used by William. Now he will continue using them. Remember we had the azimio demonstrations. Akatuletea kipidile ya Nadiko. Kukakuwa na mambo ya Gen Z. Akaleta kipidi ya broad-based government. And all these things are meant to ensure that we forget the big issues that are facing us as Kenyans. The problems that are facing us, and especially the young people of this country. Kila mmoja Kenya sasa anajua mambo ya Adani. Adani has become an embarrassment to us as a nation. You saw Badi himself yesterday, the newcomer in this government, who was sent there so that he can give his expertise, completely unable to explain what Adani is to the Senate. Adani has also gotten into the health sector through chief. Hii mambo ambayo tunaambiwa lazima tuingie kwa chief. Adani uko kule. Kwa hivyo ukiponyoka kwa airport, anakumeza kwa hospitali. We still have many issues that are concerning us. Leo hii tukiwa hapa, we have young people in Nyandarua demonstrating because of education. We are demonstrating in Nakuru because of education. This thing that is being called the funding model of the university, that they are calling variable scholarship and loan funding model, is not a Kenyan model. If you ask me, that is another Adani model. Sooner than later, you'll hear him buying our universities when they become investments that are viable. Yet, we have our leaders crisscrossing the country talking about an impeachment that will never be there. Yani sisi wa Kenya tumekubali tu kuwekwa kwa kipidi baada ya ingine. Ametuweka kwa kipidi na ameenda nje. When we had demonstrations as Azimio, we wanted to impeach the entire Ruto regime. When you were saying Ruto must go, it is Ruto is not the Ruto the person. It is Ruto na vifaranga yake yote na serikali yake yote. Hii sasa wanaona wakipidua kuanza kupeleka kwa mtu moja, it is to divert our attention that again on the 25th of June this year, Gen Z impeached Parliament. Gen Z impeached the KK administration. We are talking about impeachments. Well, young people, even today, are being abducted. Hatujaambiwa mpaka wa leo zile miili ambazo zilipatikana kule Kwale zilikuwa saa kina nani, zilikuwa gapi. And we have agreed to be taken on a kipindi ambacho hakina maana. The sole objective of hii maneno yote mnaona, it is how can one man called Samoei Ruto survive until 2027 and after. And that is why wale ambao wanaongea mambo ya impeachment wameelekeshwa kwa mlima peke yake. He is so scared of the numbers from the mountain that put him in power, that now that it is clear to him that hata watoto wenyewe wanajua yeye ni muongo. Sijui kama umeenda kwa nursery school msikie watoto wakiiba. Ukisema kitu wanaimba Ruto ni muongo, Ruto ni... That's the song that you find in the morning when you go to Sunday school classrooms. Kwa mlima hakuna mtu wako kwa UDA. Na wale ambao wanasukuka wajue ya kwamba hii kipindi ni ya kuhakikisha pia tunaposahau mambo yote ambayo yanatusubua Kenya ambayo yameletwa na UDA. He also scatters the vote in the mountain. The extrajudicial killings happened under the watch of one Kithure Kindiki. He is the CS in charge of Interior. As we stand here, there is a petition being given to Parliament sahi, na wazazi ambao hawajui watoto wao wako wapi ama vizazi vyao viko wapi. Na ni kwa sababu Ruto mwenyewe alisema he is not aware of anybody who has been abducted. At least is being presented to them today at Parliament and also at Harambee House. But instead of our leaders focusing on those issues, wanatupeleka kwa kipindi ya impeachment. And I want to tell them again, there are no numbers. There is nobody being impeached. Tunachezewa tena na hasa watu kutoka kwa mlima. Na kama kweli wako na shida ya yale ambayo yanaendelea, in all their meetings, I have not heard any of them talk about Bob Jage, the long-term brothers, Jamil and Asmil. They were kept away from their parents in places unknown for 32 days. Siku 32. Umewekwa pingu, umefungwa, haujijui. Sunday, we were actually told, and I have been trying to visit the family, that even the young man is not a young man. Actually, Bob is not a young man, he's in his 40s. With an expectant wife. But he has to be taught many things. He's like literally have to be taken to become human again, to even his own family. If those things are happening among us, ladies and gentlemen, impeachment is the least of the things that should be on your table. We should all come together and work to ensure that we have a better regime in the coming days than what we have. And that is why we have only two sides of this coin. You have Operation Okoa Kenya, ambao mimi niko na wengine wetu, na Operation Okoa Zakayo. Hii impeachment yote maneno, it is Operation Okoa Zakayo. And if you belong to that debate and you believe that we are not being managed well as a country, jump out, come join us in Operation Okoa Kenya. It is a sacrifice that we must make as Kenyans. You will not be paid by anybody to say Operation Okoa Kenya, lakini uko pale unakula mshahara na you are trying to tell us that you are helping Kenyans this other side. Haiwezekani. Finally, Ligiji and team, they were ably used by Ruto to make him president 2022. Walitumia midomo yao na nafasi zao kusabaza hatred, and especially among the people of Mount Kenya region. The same team is now being used by William Ruto to ensure that the vote in Mount Kenya is scattered, so that come 2027, if not earlier, we do not vote as one block. If surely they know that this regime is not useful to Kenyans, like those of us are aware, wadoke kwa UDA, wahame, wakuje tufanye kazi pamoja kama Operation Okoa Kenya. Lakini usifikiria kwamba tutaongea mengine sisi kama watu ambao wanaelewa William Ruto tangu zamani kidogo. $20,000 students have been removed from the help. 20,000. Because they have been removed from the help facility. Hawawezi wakaenda shule. Huyo mtoto akiamka ama huyo kijana akiamka, hana lingine anafikiria maisha yake ya kesho yako vipi. Na sisi kama viongozi ambao tuko, bona hatuyafikiri yale. Tunafikiria vile tu tutaendelea kukaa kwa viti na vile ambavyo tutaendelea kuhakikisha kwamba hali yetu iko sawa. Let us refocus. Let us go to where we were when we started this struggle. The Ruto regime must go. And it will not go through an impeachment circus. It will go when we all remain very clear in our minds. Kwa sababu haina maana ya kwanza kwa haribu fikira ya watu. You will see that Kenyans are now confused. They do not know what is what, which is also part of the game plan of William Ruto. The usefulness of the broad-based government has now come to an end. That is, now we have the impeachment. Hii naye kwa sababu haina numbers, in another couple of weeks before December, kutakuwa na kipindi kingine. So please, spare us from these unnecessary rallies all over the country. Again, when you are a deputy president, you are not a deputy president of a region. You are a deputy president of the whole republic. So if you want to have those rallies, have them across the country, so that then the whole country is the one that is behind this whole issue. But when we see you concentrating on one region, it is still the same thing ya kipindi ambacho kimepangwa kwa mlima. Jamani watu wa mlima, tutatumiwa vibaya. Tuamke wale wanakaa kule. Lakini sio tuamke kwa sababu ya ukabila, ni tuamke kwa sababu Kenya ni yetu sisi zote. Na washukuru sana. Asanteni sana. A question? Yes, Dugu.